Okay, hey! Wow, deadlines. Trying to get everything done. So many deadlines. So many deadlines. But, this is Edward. Welcome to More Geek Than Gay. Brought to you by Compete Magazine. For all your GLBT sports and beyond. Yay! Now I play music.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Tiny white stuff.
Are we recording? We were recording.
Oh, I'm not even ready.
Oh, well I thought you were.
No, I wasn't even close to being ready. Edit time. Hello and welcome to More Geek Than Gay. I'm Joseph.
Oh, hi, I'm Edward. And This is Garfield. See, when you said you weren't ready, I decided, oh, well, then let me take care of these last tiny little things.
Well, that's what you get. If you're going to make me, not be ready, then you're not going to be ready either. That's how it works.
I guess so. So, hi.
How was your week?
My week's been busy. I've been working 10-hour shifts. So, yeah, my week's been just flipping busy. Finished my class in school, and the girl, one of the team members who, I don't remember if I've ever mentioned there being a Hell team member or not here, but we're discussing with the instructor on her, and so my next class has started, but the new instructor has not. It's day 2, and we still don't have a syllabus.
Really?
Really. And actually only 4 of us have checked in, and the teacher's not one of them. Unless you count the automated, things. So that's fun. And it's a class I'm going to hate because it's all about hey, let's make Flash videos and clog up your website with stuff. So, yay. But, after this, all I need to do is my capstone class, and yay. I'm pretty much done. I got a science class I got to take, but it's science. I can do science in my sleep.
So you say.
I can do science.
You'll find something wrong.
It'll be a. They've even told me it's already going to be some sort of goofy ass biology class or whatever. And I'm going, okay.
How are you going to dissect a frog or dissect anything online?
I already have a lab science. I just need another science. So, and I guess they chose biology because they do all sorts of nursing and shit. So it's the easiest science for them to dig up. I'd rather it be physics or chemistry, but okay, fine.
No, they probably don't know that that's what you prefer.
Nah. But, so that's really my week. And yours?
Oh my gosh.
See? That's how come I don't know why you hesitated to just start.
Because I don't know how much I want to say.
Okay.
I mean, we're not necessarily a political podcast.
That is true, but I kind of figured we might delve into that.
It's been very, 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 very busy for me.
Well, how's Joshua Tree first?
Joshua Tree is okay.
And how is darts?
We won last night.
Yay?
Yeah. We won because the other team didn't show up and we got a forfeit, so.
Oh.
I know.
Hey,
I don't
anything in the win column is a
win.
win.
But at the same time, I don't like winning that way. I want to play. It was. We were way too early for things last night.
Well, okay. At the same time, you guys don't like winning cricket by scoring points, and even though that's part of the rules. So, a win is a win.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, Darts is okay. I still haven't done the taxes for the dart league. I need to do that. Supposedly today.
Yeah.
For the last 2 weeks, we haven't done it because one person's been sick or the other person's been sick, and we'll see on how it happens today. Then Joshua Tree, we've got one of our big fundraisers, our second largest fundraiser, is this Sunday, which is a dodgeball tournament.
Dodgeball!
Yeah, the third year doing
Ow!
it.
I hit myself really hard in the face.
That's what you deserve.
Ow!
That is exactly what you deserve. See,
Ow.
there are times that maybe you should be a mime.
Ow! Ow!
Yeah,
Man.
be glad it wasn't a hammer.
I know! When I hit myself in the throat with a hammer. Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, so... And per rules, you cannot throw over the chest.
Okay.
Because if you hit somebody in the face,
It hurts!
Well, we use foam balls. We don't use rubber balls. But if you
still
hit somebody
hurts.
in the face, they stay. You go out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's very strict rules.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so we got our dodgeball tournament. It's going to be very interesting to see. This is our third year of doing this. It's very successful, but it's supposed to rain this weekend.
Dodgeball in the mud! Mud ball! Mud ball! Mud ball! Yay, mud ends!
So we'll see on how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully this storm either fizzles out, or it just bypasses us, or they're wrong on their predictions and it's actually going to rain on Monday and Tuesday. But it's supposed to start Friday night, all day Saturday, and then end on Sunday morning. And we're using outside fields. Great!
Mud ball!
Okay, and let's see. So we're working on that with Joshua Tree.
Working on that.
Do we want to do the other stuff now, or do you want to do it as separate?
I don't know what you mean by other stuff.
What else I've been doing?
Oh, well, yeah, we can. Let's just get it over with.
Okay.
Bam.
Exactly.
Politics.
Politics.
We don't even have. We never even made a bumper.
We've
for
never
that.
talked politics.
Yeah. Well, maybe I did like really early on, but I think that was even pre you and Karen.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, and it was just a smidge because it's me, politics.
Well,
I'm a special child that way.
Yeah, I've been an activist for 20-something years. I usually keep my activism quiet, and only certain things brings it out. And lately in Arizona, it's come out. Let's see. I'm part of a group called HERO, which is the Human Equal Rights Organizers. I joined them about 2.5 years ago. I don't have anything that says...
Oh, no, they don't have the equal signs thing.
Yes, they do. Kind of.
Oh, they're with them.
No.
They?
No, it's a separate group. The E is the equal sign. The way it's shaped.
Oh. Okay.
But anyways, I did... 2.5 years ago, I did their biggest, HERO's biggest thing that they do is that they sponsor the Equality Walk. And we've talked about the Equality Walk.
We have talked about the Equality Walk.
Yeah, we have talked about it.
That's kind of politics.
But that's kind of politics.
Kind of. Yeah.
I did that 2.5 years ago. So,
Stretching.
Exactly. But in Arizona, there is a bill, SB 1062, that is out.
It's just a bill. It's only a bill at this moment.
Yes, it's only a bill. It's on the governor's desk.
Sitting there at Capitol Hill.
No, we don't have a hill on Capitol.
We don't. We're flat.
Not entirely, but that area is.
Yeah.
Sitting on the governor's desk, Governor Jan Brewer has to either sign it, veto it, or let it sit there.
If she lets it sit there, it becomes law unsigned.
Correct.
She's only done that once prior. So
Correct.
people are fairly certain that she will act one way or the other.
Yes.
What is SB 1062?
SB 1062 is it touts itself as a freedom of religion bill. It states that any person, business, or actually any person and or business can exclude anyone that they want from their work, from their business, from anywhere. They could exclude services to anyone who does not fit their religious beliefs. So You could, if you don't fit a person's religious beliefs and you go into a restaurant, you could be refused service.
Now, do realize that during the 70s and later, certain groups became protected from being included in such things as this, such as women, minorities. So, blacks cannot be excluded from services just because a person's religion says, oh, we don't believe in serving blacks. They are federally protected that way. Certain other groups are not federally protected that way. What groups would those be?
The LGBT community.
And unmarried women.
And
people have brought that up.
And unmarried women. And Muslims, I believe.
I thought religious beliefs were included in the protected.
No.
I thought they were.
No. You could be Jewish and get denied service. You could be Muslim and denied service. The only thing that it states that is that you cannot deny is Christians.
Yeah. Okay.
It blatantly says Christians.
Wow. See, now I did do a little research on this, which that's what I do. I like researching things. It's the closest I come to politics. And this is supposed to be fashioned after a bill that has already been passed federally. It was signed into law by President Clinton, which protected religions against persecution based upon their beliefs. But realize it protected religions. And it's a federal bill, so it's basically protecting them against federal action. It is not individual versus individual or anything like that. If the federal government, if you decide that one place is a holy place and the federal government decides that they want to build a parking lot on that spot, you are not a religion. Your religion would have to believe that that is a holy place. Then you would have to bring up a suit against the government. This is not that bill, regardless of how much they try to fashion it after that. This is a bill that states that individuals, as part of a self-declared religion, if they have a sincere belief, are able to immediately refuse services to other individuals based upon those beliefs. Radically different than the federal bill that it supposedly touts itself as being based on. It's basically legalizing discrimination. I am all for Christians, if they don't want to enter contracts with people because of their belief system, that's fine. You make a law that strengthens the rights of people who have to enter contracts so that they cannot be forced into contracts against their will. That's fine. The moment you open your doors to a store, it is an understood contract with the public. You have basically signed a contract with the public, come on in. Therefore, you willingly open yourself to the public regardless of who that public is, unless they have caused problems in the store in the past, such as violence or whatever.
Or stealing.
Yeah, that's a whole other issue. But just their mere existence is not a problem, and therefore not violation of your terms and agreements of that contract that you set up by opening your doors. That's my personal take on it. Like I said, I'd be all for this. I would actually support it if people wanted to say that a Christian photographer did not have to take pictures at a gay wedding. Well, that's an individual contract, and they should be allowed to refuse service. They should. No one should be forced into any sort of business contract that they do not wish to go into. But that's not what this is. So, what has been happening? This passed our Senate when?
It passed the legislature. It passed the Senate on Wednesday and passed the legislature on Thursday. Basically party lines. I believe there were like 3 senators who didn't vote. 3 Republican senators who did not vote for it, voted against it. But aside from that, it's basically party lines.
I thought they were in the House that they didn't
Maybe
vote.
it was the House.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But there was 3 people who did not three Republicans, but it basically was party lines.
And there are 3 Republicans now who would like to change their vote.
One of them is the co-author of the bill. Said, it's not right. But anyways, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So on Thursday night, Hero, the group that I belong to, we had a planning meeting at Saturday on Thursday night for 2 hours, and then decided that we were going to be doing basically demonstrations, rallies, protests, blah blah blah, every night.
Each night is a theme.
I'll get to that. So for Thursday night from 8:30 to 10:30, about 24 people went to the Capitol, and what we did is we had a protest, and we decided that okay, then we'll get the word out. We did a hashtag, bad for AZ Biz, B-I-Z, all one long one. And then on Friday we were going to do a
Wasn't it a
rally? Yeah, we were going to do a rally. So Friday night at 5:30, I believe, right after work. So there was about 300 people, I would say, roughly. Now, I always estimate conservatively, because I learned this from having family members in the police force. You always do conservative because the people who organize will always overestimate.
Yeah.
So you always go between the two to get the right number.
Now, that was actually even covered on the news. Wasn't that one? That one actually even if
actually,
it was like CNN or something like that.
Thursday and Friday were covered. Thursday night was covered by all 4 local TV stations. The meeting and the protest. Protest. Friday was covered by all 4 local television stations, plus CNN, plus Al Jazeera, and BBC America.
Oh, I missed the fact that it was Al Jazeera.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
And on Saturday, I started getting messages from people who've seen me on these news channels. Not talking, but in the background. And they described the purple polo shirt I was wearing.
Kind of like your appearance on Rachel Ray's $40 a day.
Yes.
Hey, there you are, eating.
Yeah.
Hey, there you are, wearing purple.
Yeah. So, I made CNN and BBC America. I don't know about Al Jazeera because I don't know anybody who watches Al Jazeera.
Well, a whole bunch of Al Jazeera fans, but...
Yeah. So, over the weekend...
They are a world thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just, I don't know, we don't.
So, over the weekend, there was just basically a sit-in, nothing major or nothing formal.
So, a protest, a rally, a sit-in.
Then, Monday,
and
from, I think it was like 6 to 8, we had a march. Where we all met, and then we marched around the Arizona State Capitol complex. We had speakers. We had half a dozen of the Senate and legislature members there who voted against this bill. 3 of them spoke. They decided that they were going to do only 3. Then we had the head of the Human Rights Campaign Arizona chapter speak. We had the head of the National Organization of Women Arizona chapter speak. We had the mayor of Bisbee, Arizona, which is 3 miles south of here. 3 hours south of here.
Yeah, like 3 miles? Wow,
yeah,
we should go there more often.
3 hours south of here that she drove up just to talk.
And then we had the long way when I went there before. No.
And then there's an eye roll. And then we had Reverend spoke, I believe.
And this would also be the day, I believe, when Senator McCain called and urged Brewer to not sign.
As well as Senator Flake.
And I believe that's the day Mitt Romney...
No, Mitt Romney was yesterday.
Was yesterday? Okay.
Mitt Romney was on Tuesday.
And it was nice to see McCain acting like the McCain I remember growing up, not the McCain that happened after like 9/11 and he suddenly had some sort of crazy flashbacks. It's nice to see normal McCain, the almost Goldwater-ish McCain, back. At least for one moment. But I would estimate there was about 700 people
for that one. The organizer said there was over 1,000 people at the march. Either way, it was a bunch of people. It was loud. Real quick, back on Friday, I got there a little late. I had to park in the back area of the parking lot, and while walking up there, I could hear them chanting. It gave me goosebumps. So that was, and this is like about 2 blocks away.
What were they chanting?
Veto.
Okay. Because when you said chanting and give me goosebumps, I suddenly was like, "Oh, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you," which would be freaky.
Yeah, it would.
From 2 blocks away? Can you imagine how loud that would be when you got there?
I got there early on Monday, so I don't know how far the chanting was. I actually had to park farther away because it was so crowded, and I got there a half hour early.
All
right. Yesterday, on Tuesday, we had a meeting to set up the whole thing. And to set up the rest of the week. So
wasn't that the candlelight vigil?
Yeah, there was a candlelight vigil yesterday. Today is a silent protest. Wear bright colors. They're going to have duct tape, so if you want to tape your mouth and put, veto on it, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to do that because
kind of like the no hate thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Wednesday's today's silent. Thursday is all faiths. We're gonna have nothing but talk about the religion. Have people talk about religion. It's open to everybody, but we're gonna, because there's a lot of people who came out as Pastafarians now.
So, Flying Spaghetti Monster loves you. Arr.
Speak
like a pirate.
Friday is either going to be a celebration or a mourning, because the governor has until Friday. She has 5 business days to when a bill comes to her desk to sign it, veto it, or let it sit.
Now, in theory, she could veto it today.
She could do it any day. She could do it any day. It's just that we're planning out till. If she signs it, everyone's going to wear black, and we're going to have candles, and we're going to mourn outside. If she vetoes it, we're going to have basically a Mardi Gras themed and have a huge party outside.
So actually, by the time you guys see this,
we'll know what's going to happen. Yeah, we'll know what happens.
Yeah.
There is, I don't remember exact number, but there are over 40 national companies that basically said if she signs this, they will pull and they will leave.
And one of them actually has a really strong ability to do so because they were just getting ready to move in with stuff, and that's Google.
Yeah, they just announced last week that they were going to open up a factory here.
Yeah, and some sort of new
fiber something.
Yeah. Yeah, others are kind of established here. You could try to take them as a threat, empty threat, whatever. Google would be a very live threat, in my opinion. And Google would be a huge amount of money that this city's already planning on spending.
So, well, the state, not necessarily the city.
Yeah, that's true.
You have companies like Google, Apple, PetSmart, Petco, U.S. Airways, Marriott, even the Super Bowl. The NFL has basically said that they will pull the Super Bowl, which has traditionally never been done, but they actually came out with a statement yesterday that they would pull the Super Bowl because we're supposed to get it in 2015. And NCAA were supposed to get the national championship in 2015, and they said they would pull. People are stating
George Takei
won't
come here anymore.
Anderson Cooper basically said, everybody. I've heard about maybe 3 or 4 people who are in favor of this.
Well, I mean, clearly there are because it went this far.
Exactly, yeah. But at every one of these protests, these rallies, these candlelight vigils, all these things that's happened in the Capitol, I've only seen 2 women who is in favor of this bill actually show up to counter-protest. And what they did is they didn't even counter-protest. They went to people who had signs saying, I'm a Christian and I'm against discrimination. They actually went up to those people who had those signs to talk to them. They didn't talk to everybody. They just talked to they picked and chose. But there's been no opposition or counter opposition to us at the Capitol, which is surprising.
And like I said, if this had been a bill that was doing what they stated their intention was, I personally would have no problem with it. I don't mind. I have no problems with like a person not wanting to enter a contract with me because of how they believe. That's great. There's other people out there I can enter a contract with. There's no reason for me to force people into personal contracts. But like I said, once you open the doors to your store, that is an understood open contract with the public, and you can't pick and choose who your contract is with when it's with the public. And that's when it becomes discrimination. That's when it becomes what we fought so hard against for other groups, but suddenly there's still some leftover groups such as us in the LGBT community who are considered fair game.
Well, that's one of the things. A couple years ago when I worked for In Touch News magazine, and I interviewed Nicole, who is a 40-plus year Latino gay activist. And
are we talking Empress Nicole?
Yeah.
Use her proper title, dude. Show some respect.
And it's actually Queen Mother.
Okay.
If you want to use
Queen Mother Nicole. Although she should still technically be an empress because she's over an empire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was a very good interview, and one of the last things that she said in my interview is that the LGBT, the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community is the last community that has no full civil rights in America. She goes, we are the last ones. Everybody else has it, but not the gay community. So kind of poignant if you think about it, especially what's going on here in Arizona. And then there are other states. There's another state, and I can't remember which one it is, that just introduced a similar bill.
Isn't it like Wisconsin or something like that?
It's somewhere in the Midwest. Yeah. I want to say Missouri. I don't
think it's Missouri. I think it's north of there.
I don't know. But there's another one, and I know there's three other states that have similar bills going through committee, but everybody's waiting to see what happens to Arizona.
Okay, and an interesting little thing. First of all, in defense of Jan Brewer, most people are thinking that she will veto this. The representative or the senator who brought this up, Yarbrough or something like that, I can't remember his name. He brought up a similar bill about a year and a half ago, and she vetoed it as, no, this ain't happening. And this is an incredibly similar bill. So most people are thinking that based on her own history, even regardless of the outside pressures, she's going to veto this bill. The other thing, though, I would like to point out, and forgive me fans in Kansas, but Kansas had this similar thing happen, and they shot it down. Kansas is a place that decided that pi equals 3 because it matches the Bible. So if they're willing to use good sense and realize what this really is doing, wow, what does that say to Arizona if this actually gets put into law?
Yeah, but also in Topeka is the restaurant that basically has kicked a gay couple out saying they don't serve gays.
Yeah. Oh, it's happened, and people love to bring up the examples of, like, there's a photographer in New Mexico who was sued because she wouldn't photograph a gay wedding. And first of all, she was stupid for saying that that's the reason. You just say you're not going to enter the contract.
You just say, no, I'm not interested.
Right.
Don't
no
state the reason why. You never want to state the reason why. Nobody needs to know
your personal beliefs or business, or personal beliefs or practices when it's business. So don't be stupid and say things. That's your personal life, not your business life. But at the same time, I fully disagree with the lawsuit. Because again, no one should be forced into a personal contract. She should not have lost that lawsuit. There should be laws that protect people from being forced into personal contracts. But, again, you open your doors to the public as a store.
Or a restaurant.
or a restaurant or something like that, anything that you have opened up to the public, it is an understood contract with the public, and you cannot pick or choose who that public is. That's my thoughts on it.
All right, and so we've done our 4,500 hours of politics.
Politics!
Let's go off to the next one, because I already got bored with it.
Hey, we went to the Asian festival thing.
Yeah, we went to Matsuri. On Saturday, we went to the Matsuri Festival in downtown Phoenix. And I found out that Edward doesn't know where things are. He's lived here all his life, basically.
I confuse Heritage Square with, what was the other one? I want to say Herberger. But
The Heard Museum.
Heard Museum. I confuse those two all the time. I don't know why. They're kind of central. They're miles apart from each other, but they have things that happen.
They both start with an H.
They both start with an H. Ta-da! So, yeah. But at least now we know. And knowing is half the battle in this case.
At least we know that Edward doesn't know where anything is.
Yes.
Outside of, comic book stores.
Which, Samurai Comics was one of the booths down there. We went and said hi to them.
Yeah. 4 people away because they were packed.
They were.
They all looked flustered. They all looked tired. They were all done. And it was only Saturday morning, early afternoon.
And I said hi to Shannon, and she said that she hates me. No, actually, I asked for my box. Yeah. But so, okay,
yeah,
so never mind.
There was a reason why she said she hated you. You asked for your comic book box, and she goes, "I hate you."
And we got some books. Like, that's really all we got. Just the 2 books and then the goodies in this bag. But Yokai Attack and Yurei Attack. I don't know. Japanese ghosts and Japanese monsters. Because I thought they have a different take on ghosts and monsters over there, and it'd be very interesting, especially for writing and everything.
These are survival guides, by the way.
They are, but they're written factually about what the ghosts...
How to survive a zombie attack and how to survive a ghost attack.
Hey! It's important to know how to survive a zombie attack. Stick them in the head! Set them on fire! Unless they happen to be the ones from Night of the Living Dead, in which case you're... Or not like, what was it? Day of the Living Dead? The ones where they get on the intercom system and say, send more police. And they're like going around going, brains. Then you're screwed. Okay, then it's just worldwide Armageddon. But, also while we were there, we got some of the infamous Japanese Kit Kats. Now, Kit Kats are a really big thing in Asian countries. If you do a Google for Kit Kat flavors...
They're not going to see that.
Well,
what are you doing?
I'm opening. If you do a Google for Kit Kat flavors, you will find the ones that you expect, white, dark, milk, and everything, are sold here in the United States. But when you go to places, if you look further, you'll see that places like Asia, Korea, and all that, they have strawberry, and they have cookies and cream, and they have red chili pepper, or they have green tea, or wasabi. And stealing from the book of Mates, Mike and Tom Eat Snacks, this was actually the only episode of their podcast I enjoyed. I just don't get their humor. But I figure we should have a taste test of...
I haven't eaten breakfast yet. You want me to eat candy?
Yes. Yes. And I figure we'll start with the scariest one first. I think the wasabi one counts as the scariest one.
I thought that was the wasabi.
Yeah, I held them in different order. People can't read. It's all in Japanese anyway. Okay, so it's a pale green, and they're little mini ones too, so... It doesn't taste like wasabi.
It doesn't. This is the green tea.
Are you sure? She pointed at this as wasabi. I mean, it's not like there's anything English on it other than Kit Kat and open. for me to be able to tell.
Yeah. Not wasabi.
Well, okay. Let's try this one. This one, I think I saw. Yeah, this one has a has a pepper on it. This one's supposed to be the red pepper ones. Yeah, it got warm that weekend, so they already melted a little bit in the car. Here's the red pepper, look, which looks like it is a chocolate-based one.
Garfield.
I think Garfield's starting to develop his own fan base. Okay, I can taste the pepper.
I can taste the pepper. It's not a hot pepper. It's just one that says, I'm here.
Yeah.
Garfield. You can't have this.
Okay, I'm kind of grooving the red pepper one.
The red pepper is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then this one would be the green tea. Again, green. A darker, more pea-colored green than... Although maybe this is the wasabi.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying. This I'm thinking is the wasabi.
Ooh, there's a little kick to that pepper one. Sorry, I'm still on the pepper.
This is the wasabi.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Doesn't taste like wasabi to me.
Well, maybe it's the pepper one, but something's like in the back of my throat that's saying, no, it's getting warm.
I think that's the pepper. Because the pepper, as I was getting ready to have the wasabi, or whatever this green one was, the pepper one really kicked in. I went, hey, remember me? You might remember me from such things as 3 seconds ago.
Not bad, but you can't find these things anywhere. Because
No.
after we left the Japanese Matsuri festival, we went to the Asian market and they didn't have any. But they had this.
They had this. Now, I don't know if how many of you guys remember these, but there used to be a chocolate ball thing called, I believe it was called the Wonder Ball, and it was tied in with Disney, and you popped open the chocolate ball, and inside there'd be a little pack of candy and a toy. I remember I had a glow-in-the-dark Zeus that had a lightning bolt that you could stick in his hand. And those disappeared. But found out that if you go to our local Asian market, they have Spider-Man ones that are basically the same thing. Ooh, how old is this? The one I ate before had not changed already. Here, have some chocolate.
Breakfast of Champions.
Now, the chocolate on these is, and see, by the way, you open it up. These, they put an egg in the middle. The other ones didn't have an egg. There was just a chocolate ball, and you popped it open, and there was the goodies. The chocolate is probably subpar.
Yeah, no, chocolate's chocolate.
Because the chocolate in the originals was subpar. Disney did not spend money on making sure that Nestle put good chocolate in there. Because I think they were Nestle. Mm. I can't get the egg open.
Did you put the whole chocolate in your mouth all at once?
Maybe. And in here is a little toy. Oh, it's a little Sandman I can put together. So if you're feeling nostalgic for those Wonder Balls, and you're willing to deal with something that's close, you can get, what do they call this? Spider-Man Chocolate plus Toy Surprise. Not really a great name. But it comes in a little box. And you can find it at your Asian market. As well as these sodas that come in something that that feels weird to call a can. Because it's got a metal top, but the bottom is a clear plastic. And I just thought that was really cool.
Mm.
I had the pineapple. It was good. Well, I should probably take the toy out before I forget and just throw it all away.
So that was what we did on Saturday.
That was what we did on Saturday.
That's it.
You look like you're thinking.
Now I can't think of anything else.
We were going to review some comic books.
But I'm still reading them. So that'll be next
it's been
week.
busy. But expect some word on Afterlife with Archie.
Yeah, so if you read it, post some questions about it so we could talk about it.
Or give
If
your
not,
opinion.
Or give your opinion. Or if you have not read it, get Life After Archie.
Afterlife. I think it's Afterlife with Archie. Yeah. Afterlife with Archie. Because they have the magazine... my hands are wet. So they have that magazine form of Life with Archie, which tells the story of... The first half is Archie married to Veronica, and the second half is Archie married to Betty. And Moose and Midge break up. Spoilers. But this is a takeoff of that title. So that's why it's Afterlife with Archie. And it's basically Archie with zombies.
So we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. But who knew that Archie Comics was going to become, like, just hot stuff? With Kevin Keller, Life with Archie, now Afterlife with Archie.
So next week we'll talk about all that. There's the first 3 issues are out. I've just started the 3rd one. So we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? We finally started watching Walking Dead.
Yeah? I kind of enjoyed the little vignettes, but we've only seen the first 2, right?
Yeah, we didn't see this week's.
Yeah. So, although you're able to tell who this show thinks is the stars, the sheriff, Carl, and Michonne, because they got like a whole episode just kind of switching back and forth between them in their story. And then everybody else got...
The second episode was everybody else.
Yeah, second episode was, here's your 10 minutes. Here's your 10 minutes. Here's your 10 minutes. Credits. So, but... And it was nice seeing a little bit of fill-in for Michonne's backstory. Although, when she had her zombies on a stick before, or actually on a rope that she was walking, someone said what was wrong with it, what they do, and she said, basically, she implied that they did something to deserve that fate.
Yeah.
When you see the little bit of backstory, it doesn't look like they did anything to deserve that fate. It looks more like she brought them along because she missed them.
No, I think they deserve that fate because they said a couple of snide remarks about, she had to do everything because she's the woman. She had to do the house stuff.
Well, but they started also complaining that she wasn't stepping in to help in because she was good with a sword. Do you know how valuable that would be? They were trying to recruit her into, I'm assuming, the zombie apocalypse revolution or whatever. Or not uprising, but defense league or whatever, because they looked like they were dirty, like zombie fighters in her daydream. And there was a baby. Don't know what happened to the baby. Oh, but we know what happened with the baby.
We know what happened with the sheriff's baby.
Yeah.
She's still alive.
Yeah, baby's still alive. So you can feel free to become attached to the baby again.
Which is Judy or Julie or something like that.
And we'll probably talk more Walking Dead as we get more into it.
Yeah.
I think
we didn't watch this week's episode. Watched, but let's see.
They announced that Heroes is coming back. They've announced
but that's a special 13 episode. Nothing more than that. They just 13 episodes.
They've announced that 24 is coming back.
Yes.
And Firefly? Sorry, Browncoats. Screw you. You get nothing. Which, okay, admittedly, Firefly didn't even get to finish out a season.
Exactly. So why bring it up?
But
why bring
Firefly, it up? Because Firefly actually, I think, has more avid fans than either one of those other two, and has had a more successful life post cancellation than either one of those two. Heroes and 24 have done virtually nothing after they were canceled. Firefly has actually gone on to books. They put out a movie. There's a whole bunch of things that have gone on with Firefly. So it would be kind of reasonable to think that there would be more life left to Firefly. I personally think that Joss Whedon, George Lucas the series when he did his movie, and there is nothing left to really do with that franchise anymore because he basically destroyed it with Serenity. But there are others who clearly would disagree with me on that. But I just find it funny that the most vocal fan base wanting for a return, they're not getting it. The ones who... No one asked for Heroes to return. No one asked for 24 to return. Except for maybe Keith or Sutherland, because, what's he doing?
So, we'll talk more about that next week, I'm sure. So, let's do the second half of Gini's interview right now, okay?
Yay!
Here's the second half.
Yay! When you're not writing...
Yes.
What do you do with yourself?
Dinner. I watch a very limited amount of television, and to any aspiring authors that happen to be watching, all 2 of you.
Along with our tens of fans.
Your tens of fans, yes.
We've gotten to triple digits.
Your
We're building.
Hundreds of fans.
I wouldn't put plural on the hundreds.
Your 100 of fans. Your 100.
We're like the Dalmatians, 101.
Yeah.
Speaking
We're
of Dalmatians,
building. This is our building and progressing.
Yeah, she's with us, sharing. Yeah. I watch a very limited amount of television, and when I was launching my career, I also worked full time, and I never watched TV. We watched literally the Super Bowl and the Oscars, and that was it. I didn't watch television otherwise, because that time is time that I could use for writing, and it's like TV gives you nothing back. Okay, it's just something to waste time in. But now that I write full time, and my husband is still working full time, and we both work from home, I'm actually sitting at his desk right now in his seat. He tried, when our daughter went away to college, he actually tried moving into a room because he always complained. I don't know if you hear my music in the background, but I'm playing music in the background. I'm always playing music in the background. And sometimes one song on repeat, which has been the last several days. I'm just breaking down and playing all the time. 9 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Panic at the Disco, 9 in the afternoon. It's currently getting things done for me.
Oh, I thought it was the new Fall Out Boy one. That was
No. New Fall Out Boy got me through the end of Alien Research and most of Alien Collective. We're very grateful. But a girl has to have a change.
Okay.
So.
But not the husband.
No, he's just given up.
Well, he needs to have a change too, but it's a different change than what
I never changed to what he's hoping I'll change to.
Sounds of silence.
Yeah, sounds of silence. A little more Motorhead, a little less emo. But anyway, just rarely happens. And I like Motorhead. It's just, not all the time. It's got to be the right music for the right things that I'm working on. So he moved to our daughter's bedroom for 3 days, and then was back out here. And keep in mind, he'd been complaining about my music and how loud I am when I talk on the phone and all this other stuff. And he's out in 3 days. I'm like, why are you here? He's like, I got lonely.
Oh.
So he doesn't get to complain anymore because that bedroom is still available. So anyway, in the very little time when I don't write. So I do watch shows, and thank God for DVRs because we watch almost nothing right then, though. And these are my shows in order.
In order?
In order.
In what kind of
Castle.
Order during the week or order most important?
Most important.
Okay.
Castle, Elementary, Arrow, Sleepy Hollow. Hang on. There's Almost Human. My God, how could I forget?
It's the only show that you've listed so far that we have in common.
Right, yeah. Almost Human.
Although I don't know why I don't watch Castle.
I don't know why you don't. And Psych. I was huge in Birng Notice, and Birng Notice has finished its run on a high note, I must say. And one of the things I was telling my editor, a few months ago or a year ago, or something like, I don't have time, it all blends. But I was telling her that, with most of the others, it's just relaxing. I'm checking out the mysteries and everything else. But Birng Notice was a show that its whole tone is like my Alien series. There's a lot of without the science fiction, but there's a tremendous amount of action. There's a romance. There's a lot of humor, and there's this intricate plotting going on that you have. There's an intricate plot to the episode, and then there's an intricate overall arc to each season and the show as a whole. And I liked watching it because it was and we own, thank you family, own all the episodes because I'm going to need to rewatch them. Because it's really good. It's something that I watch it both to enjoy it and because it keeps me sharp. It's like, what are their pacing? When are they throwing in the humor? When are they throwing in the romance? How much emphasis and that kind of thing. So for me, Birng Notice was you write like this show plays out, so you need to pay attention to it. So I missed Burn Notice. I'm really glad Psych's on its end run.
Really?
Last season sucked. Oh my god. Up until last season I loved it, but last season just sucked. And this season's better, but the taste of last season's still in my mouth, so I'm glad it's going to be over. White Collar. Supposedly we still watch White Collar. Except, here's the thing, okay, Matt Bomer, who stars in White Collar, is James Reeder as far as I'm concerned. That man was born to play Reeder, okay, who's one of the characters in my series. But Steve kind of lost it, the husband lost it on the last season, and I'm losing it on this season. There's only so many times you can take somebody and make them, it's like making the fake problems. And they're big and they're real, but so we have like every episode of this season on DVR. I think we've watched 3 or 6 or something, and we literally will have to rewatch it, and we're debating whether we're just going to say, we're done.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I love the characters, and I really like the show, but they're doing things, I hate it when you force characters to be stupid to make your plot work. Burn Notice did this with one of the characters, but she was old and she pays the ultimate price in part for being this frickin' stupid too many times, so I was okay with that. But White Collar is doing that, and there's, I'm sorry, if Joseph turns to me and says, I don't care what you do, I don't care what you have to do, you have to rescue, save Edward, I don't care what you have to do it, and I say, okay, and the next day Edward is saved, you don't get to go to Edward and go, you don't think she did something illegal, do you? Oh my God, wouldn't that be terrible? When you have point blank asked me to do something illegal that I'm capable of doing to save your beloved. So it's just stuff like that starts really bugging me. And it's almost always female characters that they make do that, which also bugs me. So I can't, as much, I don't know, I think we're probably going to dump it. I mean, I'm really busy, so it's like, we try to limit to 6 or 7 shows tops, and The Flash is coming, and that's the Arrow.
I don't watch Arrow, but I'm excited about Flash.
And I can't.
And
wait for Flash.
they're going to include Vibe.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is weird. But I actually always thought that character had so much more potential than the stereotype he started out being.
I love Arrow, and I think I totally trust the writers. It's the same creative team doing The Flash, and I trust these people. They are really good, so I'm really enjoying Arrow. Really like it.
Have you heard that Wonder Woman is pretty much, the Wonder Woman series, Amazon has pretty much been... They've tried, they're like going, we're not going to do it now.
Wait, let's take it one step better. Have you heard who they've cast as Lex Luthor in the Batman Superman movie? I love Ben Affleck. The Benster can do no wrong. I think he'll be an awesome Batman. I just wish he was going to be in a completely different film, because playing Lex Luthor will be Jesse Eisenberg, ladies and gentlemen. Are you fucking kidding me?
Really?
I'm sorry, can I say that?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the movie because Ben was going to be Batman, and now I will just wait for YouTube to break down clips where Ben is being Batman, and I'll just watch those, because I'm not giving them my money to watch them make a mockery of one of, actually a really cool villain. Oh, by the way, was Billy Zane just too busy? Really?
Oh, Billy
I
Zane
don't
would
think
have
so.
been good.
Billy Zane would be perfect as Lex Luthor. You can't find a guy who can twirl a mustache without a mustache better than Billy Zane, and he's bald.
And he's bald.
And he's handsome, and he can play rich and successful, and I love the Zane too. No, nothing bad will ever be said about the Zane in my presence. Anyway, he would have been an awesome, threatening, credible Lex Luthor, and instead we've got Jesse. I really play nebbishy wimps, Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, and it just hurts me. I wasn't happy with who they cast for Wonder Woman, because what is she, the size of my pinky?
She's actually not a bad look for a type of character,
Ronda
but
Rousey.
she's not. But for
Is she
Wonder
Ronda
Woman,
Rousey or Gina Carrero or any of
There's
these,
actually-
these big
can-
tough girls that are also pretty?
I cannot remember the name of the actress.
Do we understand what an Amazon looks
There's
like?
a Greek actress that I have long said should be, and she looks and
Do we
she has
understand
that
what-
regal look.
Yeah,
She's tall. She has that regal look.
Tall would be the first requirement, and buff. would be the next requirement?
She was in one of the James Bond movies. She has like this big long last name.
Well,
and
if she's Greek, then of course she'd have a big long last name.
I think she's perfect. She would look exotic, yet still, and look regal.
She will never be cast.
But she wasn't.
Be
Well, she wasn't because we also already have an actress for it. That's why. Just like, who thought of like hiring Ryan Reynolds to play? And this is not me slamming Ryan Reynolds
To play
Green Lantern instead of the person that everybody thought.
Nathan Fillion?
Yeah.
Okay, well, wait.
Nathan Fillion even thought he should play Green Lantern.
Huge Nathan fan too. Love Nathan. Okay. Also love Tom Cruise. No dissing of the Cruiser here either. I love Nathan Fillion. Let's be brutally frank. And I say this as a girl who also needs to lose a few pounds, but I'm not trying to put on a skin-tight suit and go fight crime. Nathan needs to drop 70 pounds and put it all in muscle before he could play any action superhero anymore. Craft services on Castle is apparently really good, and who can blame the man? Okay, I've had craft services before, family and the business and everything else. Craft services is delicious. Nathan is way too heavy to play that role.
But I believe the Green Lantern movie came out while he still actually was tone-upable.
No, he's tone-upable, but here's the thing.
More easily tone-upable than he is now.
No, here's the thing. He's still tone-upable in that sense. Here's the thing. If you wish to have those roles, and your name is not Will Smith or Tom Cruise, who remain, if we note, in consistent fighting form, so no one ever has to have this discussion about Tom Cruise or Will Smith. But if you wish to be considered even remotely seriously for these, you need to be in that fighting form now. Not after they might think about casting you. Now, so that people can send in your picture of you looking buff.
There
not
have been
the picture
many actors who have actually built into the size that they need to be for the role.
Yes, but they aren't the size of a bus. Well, they're okay? Yes, okay, Hugh Jackman had a bulk up, okay? There is a gigantic difference between putting on muscle and dropping fat. And raise your hands, anybody who's ever had a diet, okay? There's a huge difference between putting on muscle, which is an entirely different regimen, and an entirely different eating pattern than it is no more donuts and lattes at craft services, okay?
And to be, in spite of all the people who try to make it sound like you can, to be totally honest, if you're going to be losing fat, you're not putting on muscle. You focus on losing fat.
Right.
There is no great plan for losing fat and putting on muscle.
And here's the thing. I can still remember, was on Twitter just before Nathan Fillion got on. He's doing better on Twitter than I am, but, you know. But I was following him since literally his first tweets. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm doing, but Ali Denisoff told me I had to, so I'm here. Hi. I mean, because your first tweets are always incredibly awkward. Oh, you know, honey, could you get me a poster for Edward? It's not even a ploy to get you into the film. It's just he's going to ruin our priceless Steinway.
I'm actually empty anyway.
Oh, so he now wants another drink. Wave to the camera.
No, I don't think. I think you maybe saw it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, this is the song I've been listening to on repeat.
Okay.
How are we doing on time?
I have no idea.
It is.
I can check.
Yes, go check. Make sure,
check.
because that's not may have the camera all of a sudden.
Feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
Anyway, Nathan has enjoyed craft services. Well, my point on that, I can remember the tweet when Castle got. Are we off?
No, we're not off.
We're getting close.
Well, we might want to start wrapping a little.
Okay, well let me tell. Okay.
Ah! Hi! You did. That was so cute.
Pet
She
her.
kind of nibbled my toe, but
She's
she
a toe
didn't.
nibbler. No, that's just to her attention.
I'm giving her attention.
Okay, he said, I've never had this experience before.
Okay, thank you.
My show has been picked up for a second season. He's talking about Castle. Because I don't know what to do. I'm going to go home to Canada and try to figure out how to celebrate. Because I've never had this happen before. So he has a hit show.
Yeah.
Okay? He is not hurting now for opportunities and things like that. So,
Especially now that it's in syndication.
yes. Okay, so he doesn't have this, I mean, let's see, I could try to get a role that I'm probably not going to get because I'm too old, okay, and I have to drop 70 pounds of fat, put on, Melina, put on 50 pounds of muscle, or I could have another cruller at craft services and smile pretty for the camera. Crullers, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so he's not going to have it. There was nothing wrong with Ryan Reynolds. Everything that was wrong with that movie was the script.
Oh my God, that script was horrible.
Actually, like I said, I have no
It was
slam
the
against
worst
Ryan
sin.
Reynolds.
It was boring.
I think it also tried, it really needed to choose a direction and put all its energy into that.
Yes, we call that a script problem.
Yeah.
And a directing problem.
It tried, I don't mind it introducing the idea of the yellow rings because to feed into the
just
sequel.
a little freaking early?
But,
Yeah, it was
because
early.
clearly that was going to be the sequel. But,
No, not anymore.
but at the same time, you just introduce that as a thing. You don't actually spend time on it. And
It's terrible.
Yeah,
It's awful.
they actually lost me around the time that they started talking about all the different colors.
Yeah.
But but then made no point of actually really explaining or tying it in. So it was just some sort of weird, magically delicious rainbow color guard for the universe.
Yeah.
It was bizarre, and
then,
I knew what they were going for.
Yeah.
And it still made no sense.
It's just boring. That's the worst sin.
Okay,
So to start wrapping up before we run out of time.
Well, one last question before we start wrapping it up.
Okay.
What?
Deathmatch.
That's a voice of doom.
No kidding.
Deathmatch.
Me? Oh, me?
You.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm the one.
Like,
Hello.
grab it.
Who's your PA and keeps you on track?
Who knows how long we're going to run? Go.
Deathmatch.
Between.
Count Chocula and the leprechaun from Lucky Charms.
Oh, Count Chocula. Count Chocula all the way.
Really?
Yeah, he's got way more. Yeah, I mean, you can't kill a vampire really hard.
Well,
Because they're
except for
already dead.
Lucky's going to be out during the day.
So what?
Okay, just saying.
Chocula just finds him later and stomps him into nothing, sucks all his little leprechaun juices out of him, and
then
he's done.
takes
See,
his
I
gold.
think he maybe has that daytime edge. Because Lucky just has to wait for daytime. I'm not saying
To
that...
do what? I mean, you're assuming that Count Chocula, has to sleep. He's a morning vampire anyway because he's a
breakfast cereal vampire.
Okay,
That's
so
true.
he is a vampire for all hours. I can't believe that's your deathmatch question. But
No
That's my
kidding.
deathmatch question.
That's your
Well,
death-
because-
you have a better deathmatch question.
because
I think that one was
Count Chocula versus
that was really
Frankenberry.
bad. I mean,
That
even
was a
for,
lame
that
one.
was
What's
Count
yours?
Chocula versus Frankenberry, you know it's going to be Count Chocula.
It's always going to be Count Chocula.
Booberry
It's
would
always
be...
going to be Count Chocula.
Actually, Booberry would be a push. What's he going to do? It's like, Booberry wouldn't be able to do anything against Count Chocula, but Count Chocula can't do anything to Booberry. He's already a ghost.
Ta-da! Hey!
Hey, we're back.
We had to change things for the battery kind of ran out.
Died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the time we had to kill the music, which then I was called a party pooper, and then
Yeah, which is
Joseph
what
had his.
Party Pooper song.
That's right.
What was your party pooper song?
I don't know. But anyway,
Party has
let's
a
go on
pooper,
with
that's
Oh.
why we invited you.
Yeah. Why, now he's not going to sing it. Now that he's got like a camera on
You're being
him.
nice.
I'm being nice.
And that was the one thing that made the husband that dare not speak its name laugh.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that was the first time he found us amusing.
That's right.
So.
He heard my shtick way too often.
So.
Yes.
Ask your question again, sir.
Yeah, just in case we need to
Oh,
edit.
okay.
Right.
All right.
All right. So, what's your next upcoming event?
Why, next, next I'll be at Tucson Festival of Books in March 14th to 16th for Joseph. I don't remember our booth numbers, and I forgot to forward them to Joseph so someone would know them outside of me and the people actually getting things together. But I think it's the Arizona Dreamin' booth. It should be a gigantic booth, lots of authors, it's going to be very fun. The event is free. It's the 4th largest book fair in the country. So if you're anywhere near Tucson, Arizona, next month, you want to hit this Tucson Festival of Books. And I will be having my first humor collection. We'll be releasing soon. I say soon.
Can you define what you mean by first
I
humor
will.
collection?
It is a collection of all my published and some unpublished humor shorts.
Oh. Like genre or non-genre?
No,
or-
non-genre.
Wow.
And random musings from the funny girl.
Wow,
It's
okay.
coming very soon, and we say that because we had a couple of glitches. Well, honestly, the glitches were, hey, you didn't put these stories in? Write those. Thank you, Lisa. My crit partner, Lisa DeVicki, said, no, you're missing some stuff, and I want it in. So
Okay.
And that's the latest. So that should be coming out. I'm really hoping that the ebook will be out before the end of this month, and that the physical books will be with me at Tucson Festival of Books. So that is my goal, and we'll see if we achieved it. Of course, my original goal on that was to have it out for Christmas, so you see how well we're doing. So anyway, first year collection, it's coming. Then April, I am at the Phoenix Writers Club. I think, oh God, I'm sorry, you guys.
Is she?
April 19th.
This is the
April
first I've heard of
19th.
this.
It's on the calendar.
The calendar that you made.
No, that's the calendar
No.
Colette made. Hi,
Oh,
Colette.
hi, Colette.
Colette Schmiel, my distance assistant in Ohio,
Oh, okay.
runs most of my calendar. And it's there, and if you're not on it, she'll get you on it. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not on it.
We're so organized over here at Team Genie. We really are.
And I never wanted to wear the shirt.
Well,
I did. I was going to wear the
shirt.
shirt. And he said, why? And I said, because.
Well,
Yeah. Your assistant
I
said,
see.
why?
I'm just going to sit closer to Edward now.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I see how you did me. All right,
Well, I
so.
figured I'd wear Phantom instead.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, because that helps me.
Yeah,
a
that
lot.
sells books.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Like, we don't pip you enough on this.
Not even enough. No, it's impossible to be. Trust me, it's impossible to be pimped too much. Then the next thing, May is a gigantic release month for me. Alien Collective will be out. Clockwork Universe, Steampunk versus Aliens will be out, which will have my first ever Alien series short story set in a steampunk world. You wish to tune in. Penumbra e-magazine's May issue will be out, and it will have a story that every fan I know is waiting for, which is basically when Reader met Gower.
Ooh,
So you've got a Clockwork Alien in Clockwork Universe, Steampunk versus Aliens, and you've got Alien on the Runway coming in Penumbra e-zine, and Alien Collective. So you cannot get enough Alien, Ben. Speaking of stuff that's out right now, Kaiju Rising, where I have a story, is J.C. Koch.
I was just going to
It's out. It's doing really well, and bye. Very
Oh, it's
close.
out already.
It's out. I mean,
Okay.
The physical books are
ebook.
coming because
Yeah.
they're
okay.
releasing in stages, but so that is already out in ebook form, and like I said, the physical books are coming. So you will want to get that. It's a bunch of horror stories all about kaiju, aka Godzillas and Pacific Rim and stuff like that. Yeah, I have a roar. So
Her name was Rodan.
Yeah.
She lived off the coast of Japan.
What?
Michael Nesmith. You've never heard the song?
No.
It's all his elephant parts. It's hilarious.
Well,
It's actually a
already.
parody of one of his of
I
a
can
song
take
that he
it.
did,
Yeah.
Joanne or something
Yeah,
like that.
I know the song.
Yeah.
Actually, that he's parodying.
Yeah, I don't know
that song.
I don't know
Yeah,
that
no,
song. I know Rodan. I only
Yeah.
know Rodan.
Yeah.
And then he just
Yeah.
starts gleefully stomping upon
Okay, well, I guess
Okay,
that's going to
yeah.
be the song that he's picking at the end of the podcast.
I guess so.
I think I just sang the whole thing.
I think, okay, well then you can do Panic at the Disco 9 in the afternoon because that was the main song playing. That's been keeping me going on this stuff. And then I have a bunch more releases coming out throughout the year. Dark Phantasmique, where I have another J.C. Koch short horror story. Lovecraftian, The Mountains of Madness 2, again, J.C. Koch, Lovecraftian horror. Both of those are coming out later in the year. I will be in 221B Baker Streets, which is a mystery anthology. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that one.
And I'm writing as Gini Koch, and it's straight mystery, no science fiction, where we get to take Sherlock and Watson and put them wherever we want. And should I give the spoiler? Should I give
No.
spoiler? No,
No, not
okay.
yet.
There's
There's a big spoiler for that one.
major big thing on my story that my
Yeah,
editor, the
we'll tease
editor is
them.
excited about. We'll tease it about.
We'll-
Major big thing. You want to get
The
this
awesome
one.
editor.
Yeah. No, different editor.
Oh, different editor. I'm not the awesome one.
Well, he's
But
awesome.
he's
No,
awesome too.
All my editors are awesome, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is a different one. No, she only does my novels. And
No editor is less awesome than any other editor, except for that editor that we dare not speak of.
No, that's a publisher. Actually,
Yeah,
I never
that's a
really
publisher.
had a bad
Yeah,
editor.
yeah.
All my editors
Okay.
are really awesome. Part of because I don't mind being edited, so I look at it as it's just making my stories better. But yeah, no, a couple publishers we're not going to mention their names, but editors for the most part have been pretty darned awesome. So just.
See, I thought you had an editor problem with them as well.
No.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. Editors, yay!
Publishers.
No, most of the publishers, it's just really one. And we're not going to say its name unless they get titchy. And anyone who knows me knows exactly who I'm talking about.
Yes.
So, anyhow, and I'm not talking about DAW or Musa or you know, Ragnarok or anybody else, really. We all know who I'm talking about. So, anyway, back to other things that are coming. And then in May, I am on book tour. We will be at Mysterious Galaxy.
This
San
is you
Diego.
guys'
Yes.
like big trip to California.
Well,
Yeah.
and also, I don't know when I'm going to be at Poison Pen, in part because we are trying, please, Penguin, please, to do my release the day before official release. So I could be there at the start of May, or I could be there the latter half of May. I don't know yet.
Okay.
It'll depend, because San Diego, Mysterious Galaxy, May 10th, Mysterious Galaxy, Redondo Beach, May 12th, and then we're setting up other dates around the LA basin. So stay tuned. June is, yay, Phoenix Comic Con, first weekend in June.
5th to the 8th.
Awesome, you got to be there. So much fun, best con ever.
I'm working there, and I didn't even know the date.
Yeah, see?
I've asked them off for work,
Good.
and that's all that really matters. Yeah.
July is San Diego Comic Con.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm poor.
Yeah, got our tickets. We're there.
Yeah, I'm poor. I never.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Well, no, yeah, sorry.
I could even ask for the time off. I just can't afford the
Yeah,
tickets to go to San
I
Diego
know.
Comic Con.
I only get two. One.
Yeah.
One for.
One's you.
One. No, I get me.
Oh.
And then I am able, if you get in Tasman, since I pumped the I got in Tasman, I get one free pass and then one pass I can pay for. And that's it. That's all anyone can get. That's the max you can get as a professional.
Yeah.
So the Chicklet's coming. And
good.
yeah. So me, the Chicklet, and Joseph and me rolling. Terry Smith will be with us. And I'm not sure who else at this point.
I don't know why I wanted to say, and Joe DiMaggio, and I don't know
yes,
where
Joe
that
DiMaggio
comes
goes.
from. Coming back from the dead.
He'll Comic Con with me. I will. You know, I have a. He's part of the Gay Mafia now. Just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He wasn't in real life, but he is now.
Yeah.
So you know, and then
he's attracted to that one character in your Alexander stories.
Which one?
The robot.
Oh, Audrey. Everybody's attracted to Audrey. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but him especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you can't
I
ask.
think he's probably more in the Necropolis Enforcement File series.
Really? Well,
But it has
Necropolis.
and Undeads and everything.
Yeah, but he probably doesn't want to hang out with them.
He could be fighting for right. You don't know.
He could be.
Guess who's going to night music now?
No kidding, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I know why you're saying that. Audrey is based on Marilyn Monroe. That's why he would haunt. Joe DiMaggio would haunt Audrey.
Yeah.
Because she is based on Marilyn Monroe.
Like to me, I could not remember her name, and I don't know why.
Because
I have absolutely no. Because I have
like Robot Woman.
Yeah, because I have a memory of a goldfish. I know exactly why. I don't know why I said I don't know
Time in
why.
the tank. It was a really good time.
I know, and we got this castle.
I know. It was great. Then they took us out of it. Yeah, it's scary. I could do this with them every week. Frightening, isn't it? So, and then something's going on.
And I'd actually have my battery completely charged, and then we wouldn't be having this issue. Because that's the thing is, I didn't charge the battery other than like 5 minutes before we got here.
We talked about it. What does he do? He does not even.
Yeah, it's me. It's entirely my fault. Yeah. This is me.
Yeah.
He mentions this, I go, oh no, I haven't charged that dead battery, have I? Oh, okay.
That's why it took us a little longer to eat slowly so we could charge it while it was...
We could have plugged it in, you know, I have plugs. Here.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought about it, but it just was simply weird. We'd have like weird downtime.
Okay.
Yeah.
And God forbid we don't want weird downtime.
Well, you know.
Regular downtime's okay, but not weird downtime.
Correct.
Yeah. I'm gonna let that one go. We're just gonna keep rolling on. I don't remember what's going on in August. August is a big family month. It's our anniversary, the husband's birthday, that it's Chicklet's birthday, and myriad other things. There's something going on in August. I remember it is. End of September, I will be in Chicago. We're setting up book signings for that too. So Chicago peeps, I'm coming. And you better take advantage of it, because I don't know when I'll be in Chicago again. So, and now the husband is watching the Ali G show.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the bring back of the Ali G show?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, it's the okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched the originals. They were cute.
He's hilarious. I think
He is.
I think he's hilarious. So, anyway, so. Sorry, lost.
August.
Yeah, August. September. No, we were September. And then there's something else going on in October that I'm not sure.
Halloween.
Yes, but there's something else. October has other things. Both September and October have stuff, and I don't remember what they are. November,
do you know what they are?
Have things. Well, I just don't remember. There's certain things that aren't.
I know November.
Yeah, but we're not confirmed.
I know, I'm just saying.
We're not confirmed.
Well, we're confirmed for what one?
We are.
Were they at the Super Bowl party?
Oh, you're right.
We are confirmed.
I'm confirmed.
Weekend.
Yes, Thanksgiving weekend. I will be working the Mensa-Con.
Wow.
And actually, anybody who attends gets free Mensa membership for the year. So
Does that include me?
It includes you.
How scary.
Hey, if you know any dumb people who really want to feel smart, bring them because they get to be Mensa members for a year and carry the card and everything for coming to this. And I don't think they have to do anything other than show up and buy a ticket. So it's like the easiest entry into. That's why I'm doing it. Easiest entry into Mensa you're ever going to get.
That they asked you.
They did ask me. So yes. So I will be at the Mensa-Con, which is somewhere in Phoenix. Over Thanksgiving weekend.
That's actually part of it. That's actually the reason why you get to have membership into Mensa is because they don't tell you where it is. They just leave clues.
That's right.
And it's your job to find the Mensa-Con, and if you find it, you're in. Genius.
You're in.
Genius.
Yeah. And what I really particularly love is that the request was, can you do your erotica panel? What? No.
Well, see, now you got to get me in. Oh,
yeah.
you just said yes.
No,
and then I can get in there, and then I could be your.
Well, they haven't seen it, and yeah, okay, exactly. So I had to do a lot of talking and going, no, here, let me give you the whole. Remember the circle talk from earlier? That's the whole erotica talk I give. The rest of it is the euphemism game. I'm like, so unless we wish to play the euphemism game, and they're going to have to work at it to impress me. I think we go with something else. So they'll be picking what they want me to talk about. I am.
Can you come up with a euphemism that actually uses all vowels in correct order?
I bet they could. The thing is, I'm like, okay.
Can you come up with a good euphemism that does that?
That's kind of the key.
Yeah.
So I've got, and then there's another thing, and then December is Universal Aliens book tour, and we presume that I get that book done on time because I will. I swear.
So, well, that was like the whole year.
Yeah,
I truly thought it would just be like a couple months.
I have more releases too. I just don't remember what months they're all coming out.
Wow.
And yet, no, I can't talk about that because it isn't real.
No, exactly. That's what
it's
I'm
not
I
real?
can't talk. Well, I can't. Serious?
You have imaginary things that you can't talk about?
No, it's
not. Oh, okay.
I don't talk about it.
Okay, well,
but there is something that I can't talk about it. There is something really exciting that I can't talk about. But that I can talk about in May.
Yeah, see, that.
You can have me back in May.
Well, I would love to.
And hopefully he'll have the camera.
I will have charged it by then. And
yeah, but no, I will have very, very exciting thing to say in May, but I can't say it yet.
Okay.
That's my reveal.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Bet you're glad you waited the whole damn show for that one.
You could have at least given them like your sweet potato recipe or something.
I don't have. Oh, my yams. Seriously?
I don't know, just some sort of reveal. Like, toss them a bone.
Give it enough as it is.
Recipes? This becomes something with Ginny, okay?
I don't know, soon after it stopped being talking dirty with Ginny.
No, because we have Mickey.
Yeah, that apparently didn't stop it.
That's his niece, his 9-year-old niece.
Oh, sorry.
Let's all say hi to Mickey.
Hi, Mickey.
Hi, Mickey.
Sorry about Mickey's mom and dad about the new words that I've just taught her throughout the show.
Well, I told her to ask her mom what they meant. Hi, Betsy. That's my sister.
Yeah, she hates you now.
I know.
She's used to it.
As much as she's going to hate me, there are 7 dirty words you're not supposed to say on television.
This isn't television.
So I was going to do for George Carlin.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I can say anything I want. It's the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the interweb.
Yeah.
Fish.
Yeah.
Fish.
You weren't prepared for that one, were you? Kind of shocked you. I see. Fish.
Oh my God, when did we get this castle?
See?
But
The frightening thing is that we all are on like a similar wavelength, which is really almost terrifying.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
thank you
Oh,
for
wait,
coming.
wait.
though.
We sync up.
Okay, you can't
when-
do it, but we do have to do gang signs.
No.
Yes, we do.
No.
Yes, we do. How else will the rest of the guys know it's us?
Do the gang sign.
Do the
gang
gang.
sign.
Throw them.
Come on.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to do it too. It's just that you're holding the camera. You could do it with one hand.
Oh, darn. Darn my luck.
You can do it with one hand. Let's see it.
The other hand's balancing the camera.
No.
No, I lose balance, and then see,
That's why it
suddenly
moves,
things are
yeah.
shaking. See.
It's like being
See. So when I put the arm back down, it stabilizes.
Is that it?
See, that's yeah. See, I can't. Oh, I'm not even sure I was in that shot. I've been mainly focusing on you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You and Joseph. Yeah.
Thank you for coming, or thank you for letting us.
Yeah, I'm like,
come over. I mean, 'cause we
thank you for coming to your own home.
But thank you for letting us.
I like it here, Kate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to be home actually for a couple of weeks. So.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me. Love more geeks and gays.
Yay.
And my boys.
And I think that's what we're gonna end with.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. We never know how to end segments.
Okay, we say goodbye.
We're like Saturday Night Live that
Goodbye.
way.
You
Yeah,
just wait.
yeah.
Goodbye.
Do the granny wave.
Goodbye.
No, do the.
No.
All right. Yeah.
Her name was Rodan, and she lived in the ocean off Japan.
Okie dokie.
Alrighty, so
Okay, first of all, there's Rodan. That's what I was talking about. I'm not crazy.
yes, you
So-
are.
So, hi,
Hello.
we're back.
This is a continuation. I'm wearing one of my crowns. I have 4 crowns and 6 tiaras, and this is one of my crowns.
See, Patrick?
This is for Patrick of Scream Queens. This is all for you, honey. And this is not even the big one. I've got a taller and bigger one.
See? Told you I didn't need your tiara anyway. Nah. And by the way, this is Streaky Zorel. She's
been on here before.
Yes. Well, I'm just letting you, because, a multitude. We have Streaky Zorel in with us. She's got her own little Facebook page because, she's a super kitty.
And she's showing her dirty butt to everybody.
I know. Ew. Don't do that. That's gross. But she's purring and she's happy.
Exactly.
And shedding. Okay. I do want to do a quick little addendum because, or apologia in a way, as
Aisha says.
I actually read the bill today.
What bill is that?
Bill SB 1062, which is still objectionable. But I did find out it doesn't mention Christianity. It doesn't mention anything super specific. Except what it does is it works to change the wording of the bill that already is on the books here. And that bill is pretty much the same thing as the federal bill that I mentioned earlier. But instead of making it to where religions, get to be protected, religions and religious organizations, it spreads it out to where just every single person gets to be protected, which sounds great on paper, but basically it says that all you got to do is say, I personally believe this, that's my religious beliefs and how I interpret it, and therefore I don't have to serve you guys, or I don't have to hire you, or I don't even have to talk to you. That's really what the rewording does. So, ta-da! That's a small correction on SB 1062.
But she vetoed it. Our Governor Jan Brewer vetoed it.
Yay! So, yay! Actually, and we were kind of thinking that she would. A lot of people are saying that it's because of the Super Bowl threatening. But
NFL threatening to take the Super Bowl away.
Yeah, that's it. Go sports.
We just don't know because she vetoed it the day that they threatened it. So that's why people are doing that correlation.
Right, but she did have a history of vetoing a very similar bill that came to her before.
Yeah, but she also has a history of signing bills when they're controversial for Arizona and their reputation.
Well, yeah, that's right, yeah. I also would like to apologize to Kansas. Kansas did not try to pass a bill to say that pi equals 3. Apparently that's an urban legend that's been attributed to many, many different states. And the closest to it happening is there was a bill that passed in the House of Representatives in Indiana, but it was struck down in the state Senate. Oh, and that was in 1897.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So sorry, Kansas.
But you still have that restaurant in Topeka that did that.
Yeah. So...
yeah, Edward actually did notes at work instead of today.
I did because I was catching what was going on. Our first Kit Kat that we had was a wasabi one.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, the one that
No, I thought it was the... Yeah,
right.
Okay.
It is wasabi. I looked it up online. That is it. The packaging has the same design as the wasabi one. The other one was the green tea. And I wanted to point out there was one thing that with the green tea one. I don't know if you noticed it. And that is, it seemed kind of grainy.
No, I didn't notice that.
A little gritty. And it could be because the chocolate had melted and resolidified.
Yeah.
But the other two I didn't notice it with.
That's
where the green tea one I did. Oh, and you guys have all gotten to see the end of
our interview with Gini.
Yes. And you actually missed out on what happened after the interview, which actually was very informative, where she basically, not scolded me, but I don't know how you want to say it.
She instructed you.
For about 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, I slept through half of it.
Yeah, he was tired. He was a tired person. But, because I had been writing, and still am working on editing and writing a short story that I was going to submit to a book for $30 because I figure, what the hell,
He pays them $30.
No, they would pay me.
Oh.
Yeah, it would be the money flowing to their artist. It would be me being paid $30 for a story. But I figured, what the hell, and the theme was supposed to be gay superhero romance, and I'm like, well, there's no market for that other than this one book that's asking for it, and it'll be an experience. To which she said, no, don't do that, basically, and if I think that I put more than $30 worth of work into the story, then it deserves more than $30, first of all, and if you don't think you did more than $30 worth of work in the story, then what the hell did you do? And I do clearly think that I did more than $30 worth of work with this story. And that you shouldn't... This isn't one of those things where you feel like you need to necessarily pay your dues and start from the bottom and work your way up. If you feel that you're at the bottom, then they'll treat you like you're at the bottom.
Yeah. So
start from the top and...
work your way down if you need to.
Yeah.
You never know. They might like you at the top.
Yeah. So now I'm re-editing that story, and I still have like 400 words I gotta edit out of it to submit to a magazine that she had recommended that actually does have a superhero issue coming up. And I'm like, okay. And they're a gay-friendly company.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. But the original submission had a much longer word count allowed, and now I'm having to edit I'm actually having to edit about 1,000 words to make it fit.
What they
because
want.
it wasn't intended to be as short as what the submission is. But I can do it. I can do it. I just need to do it. I've only got like 400 more words to do.
Yeah.
So
I read it today.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you about it off camera. What I thought.
That doesn't sound encouraging at all. So, and ow! Ow, 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 ow. Ow. And that pretty much, I think, catches up on the stuff that I wanted to, like, addendum directly.
I have one.
Okay. What you got?
I finished the Afterlife with Archie.
Oh, yeah. And what you think?
I'm very intrigued. I like it, actually. It's really good. Surprisingly, really good. It's written. It's the only thing I don't like about it is the fact that the coloring.
It's done.
They did it like a film noir horror film kind of thing. Not black and white, but it was very muddled, dark colors.
Subdued, kind of almost muddied colors. Limited color palette. Actually, even.
Yeah. But I do like the storyline.
And the death count is
rising very quickly, and they don't care if they're like famous names or not. They're they're just
off.
Killing everybody.
Yeah, it was no good. You knew that they were up to no good when they started off by killing off Hot Dog. Which again, they put that on the interwebs.
Yeah,
so I don't, and it happens within the first like 3 pages.
Not even.
Yeah, like pretty much frame
page,
1.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my only issue is kind of, I don't remember the Lodge's house being that way, but then again, I didn't read it enough. Maybe the Lodge's house does have like all those bizarre security features.
I have no idea.
That's my only, and also I don't know who these 2 lesbians are.
Oh yeah, the lesbian couple.
Yeah,
well, because we don't read Archie.
We don't read Archie, but I truly think that they just made up these 2 characters. And I don't mind that they made up characters, but it seems like they did it so early. I mean, it's like, I think issue 1 that we're introduced to them. Maybe issue 2.
I think it was issue 2.
Might be issue 2. And there's other characters in Riverdale that we have not been introduced to yet that they could have put in there. And we still haven't run into Kevin Keller.
No. I'm curious to see if they'll what's his name? Patrick. The artist, the creator of Kevin Keller.
Oh, what's his face? Because it's not DeCarlo, because DeCarlo is
no,
just
it's
a
Patrick.
classic.
Something Patrick.
Yeah.
Either something Patrick or Patrick something. No, it's something Patrick. Neil Patrick?
No, not Neil Patrick.
And he's been at Phoenix.
Doogie Howser did it. Yes,
he's been at Phoenix Comic Con twice.
I know, and I can't think.
And I can't think of his name. And I saw him at San Diego Con.
Yeah.
And I can't think of his name right now. Yeah, really nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
anyways, I'm
done a
curious to
great
see
job.
if he'll let Kevin go into this.
I do think that technically Kevin is owned by Archie, and therefore I'm not sure he would have a say.
No, we'll see.
Technically.
Dan Patrick?
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
That sounds really good. If that's not his name, then that's his name right now.
Yeah, well, we'll see, because somebody has a computer up that has the internet, but is he looking? No, not at all.
Okay, I can look. I don't know what to look for.
Creator of Kevin Keller. There you go. Not Kevin Spacey, Kevin Keller.
Yeah, I've not looked at it.
Dan Parent.
Dan Parent, not Parent.
Oh, no, that's right. Parent. Dan Parent.
Yeah,
so I got half of it, right?
Yeah, that makes much more sense.
Yeah.
Now that I see it.
Yeah. Dan Parent, the creator of Kevin Keller, who is the first LGBT character in Archie Comics. And now they have not only do they have a lesbian couple, interracial lesbian couple.
Yes. And they brought in other things. We've already seen Sabrina.
Yeah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Right. We've seen Cherry Blossom and her brother, which you may not even definitely. It was a weird little side thing that they did. I'm waiting for Josie and the Pussycats to show up. Again, same company.
I know. And they have
And I believe
they have cross-referenced each other, cross comics with each other before.
Oh yeah, Archie's been dating Melody. Not Melody.
Has dated.
No, I think recently. I think they're still going out. Yeah, in the Archie continuity, I don't think he's going out with Betty or Veronica anymore. He's going out with, I think it's Melody. Is Melody the black one?
I don't know.
He's going out with the black one.
Okay.
The smart one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I liked it. But like I said, that was the only thing that got me was the house. I was like, wait, really? That's what the house is like? Okay. So, but I just find it interesting, the death toll.
Yeah.
I mean, what? At least 6 nameable characters have been killed in the first 3 issues. Because there's those 2, and then those 2. Yeah, at least 6.
No, 7.
Well, that's what I said, at least. And if you count Hot Dog.
Well, no, we're not counting pets.
Okay. Oh, and then there's parents, too. But
we don't count parents.
Yeah, because who remembers... I don't remember Archie's parents, and they actually were recurring characters.
The only adult I remember is Pops.
Oh, see, I was really ambiguous. I was really kind of lost on that. Is Pops dead? I honestly don't...
Spoiler alert.
Not if I don't know the answer. It's not really a spoiler.
It will be a spoiler alert when I answer it.
Oh, spoiler alert. Is Pops dead?
Yes.
Okay,
remember the lesbian couple burned down the place because...
They burned down the place, but...
Because that one zombie came in, ate him.
Okay, he ate... Okay.
Yes.
I couldn't remember if Pops got bit. I couldn't remember
that. They stated that.
I couldn't remember... I knew that people got attacked. I knew people got attacked there. I didn't remember if Pops was one of the people who got attacked.
Yes. They stated that.
Or whether or not Pops got out.
No.
Okay. Well, then there we go. Pops. Pops is another one. And then there's those 2, and then those 2. I'm trying not to be too spoilerific.
Exactly.
We can say Jughead. Because Jughead actually is pretty obvious right from the very beginning.
Yeah, he is the owner of Hot Dog. So you got Jughead and Pops. Those are the 2 that we could say. Because,
and Hot Dog.
Well, we probably can't really discuss animals.
What? He was in the cartoon even.
Yeah.
I think he played tambourine on Shang-a-Lang.
And then you have...
Her.
Her?
Well, Jughead eats her.
Oh, yeah. Jughead eats. You have the dance.
You got the dance.
You have the dance.
And then you got the house. At the lodge's house.
Yes.
And those 2.
Those 2, yes.
And then you got at the park, the ones that were most likely supposed to be chaperoning.
Yeah, but they're not major characters.
They're major characters.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah.
They were major characters.
Yeah.
See, I grew up reading Archie, but that was like 30 years ago. I don't remember this stuff.
Yeah, they're major characters.
I didn't read it,
Yeah, I'm curious where Milton's going to be dealing with in this. And then Chuck. I'm waiting for Chuck to pop up. We haven't seen Chuck at all.
We'll have to see.
Yeah. But so, Archie, it's hot shit right now. With Kevin Keller. And then Life with Archie, like I said, where you are getting to see a grown-up and much more mature soap opera type Archie.
Yeah, where he marries both Veronica in one issue and Betty on another issue.
Right.
And then it turns out to be a dream, a la Dallas.
No, it's just 2 alternate realities.
Oh my God,
Kevin
they're turning
Keller
into DC where it's alternate universes.
And Kevin Keller gets married to his boyfriend. Kevin Keller is in the military.
Oh, okay.
And his boyfriend's a doctor.
Oh, okay.
Well, his husband's a doctor.
Well, at least somebody married somebody good.
Yeah.
That had money.
Well, Archie married good. Veronica has bootloads of money.
No, she got disowned. He missed. Her father did not want them to marry, so she disowned him.
In Life with Archie, she's still, because they're both still working for the company even. So.
So that's what we got.
They even started bringing back their superheroes with reasonable success. The Crusaders. So, yeah, that's Archie.
Okay.
You want to talk about Drag Race?
No, because we haven't seen the whole thing.
Okay, because there's a second. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a second.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah. No, we'll talk about RuPaul's Drag Race that started this week. We only saw half of it because the season premiere was an hour and a half long, so we got through half of it. So we'll see it next week. We'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about it next week as well as King of the Nerds next week. What else do we have? We haven't really watched much TV.
Haven't, because I've just been so busy with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suck. So, but yeah, I guess that's it.
That's it. Have a good week. We'll see you next week.
Okay, oh!
Well, never mind. We're still talking.
We are, because we have yet to mention our sponsor.
Oh, that's usually what you say at the end.
I was thinking about doing the beginning, but because you actually know better about it. You can actually speak about them better than I can. I just go, it's a magazine.
Yeah, and you need to really have the correct website on there.
I didn't have the correct. That's what I found.
No.
It was
completely wrong.
Okay, well then I will fix that. I will fix that. I truly thought I found the right one.
Nope.
It even okay. So we will fix that. But what's the magazine we're talking about that I have the wrong website?
Thank you to our sponsor, and so far our only sponsor, but we're still looking for more sponsors. Compete Sports Diversity Magazine, which is an LGBT sports magazine here in the Southwest. So thank you for sponsoring us. Go check it out. The new issue comes out. It's on digital now. The March issue is on digital now. It comes out in printed form this weekend. It talks about rodeo. It talks about the gay games in Ohio, and I'm totally ignoring him because I know exactly what he's doing because I could see his reflection in the TV.
I was just going to ask, what's the cover story?
The gay games in rodeo.
Okay. I didn't know that was the cover story. You said it talks about. So, hey. Ta-da! Gay games in rodeo.
Oh, and it does. There is a good article. There's a good article, and I was going to tell you about this. So I'll tell everybody about this.
There's a bunch of good articles.
Well, but there's a really good article. It talks about the stereotypical adage of athletes and coaches saying no sex before a game or a match. You know how they always state that you cannot have sex before a football game or before a baseball game or before a fight.
Yeah.
So there's an article about that, seeing if that myth is correct or not, both on the male and the female side.
Maybe it's different when it's butt sex.
Hi, Mickey.
Hi, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Have your mom play that song for you.
Especially towards the end.
Yeah. So, anything else?
And that's all I got.
Okay.
Have a good week.
Thank you for staying around with us and helping us grow. Bye.
Hey,
Okay, so what would it be if I didn't have battery problems? Oh, it's so close. So close. Anyway, that was Mickey by Tony Basil. Now, Mickey, you don't have to have your mother find it. Ta-da! Anyway, I would like to take a moment to remind you all to, hey, pay attention to what I'm going to say. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. Joshua Tree Feeding Program. They are a non-profit organization that helps people with HIV and AIDS get food. There's also a sister program that is a pet feeding program. That way people who have HIV and AIDS don't have to choose between feeding themselves or feeding their pets. You can check out Joshua Tree Feeding Program at www.jtfp.org. They're a non-profit volunteer organization, so any assistance you will be willing to give, they will be willing to take, most likely. And I would like to thank Gini Koch for all of her wonderfulness, giving us that 2-part interview. Yay! And thank you all for being with us. We will be back again next week. So, yay! Now, back deadlines. Oh, crap.